Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video. I'm going to start off tonight with something a little different than I normally would. I'm going to look at a couple of comments that viewers have placed, and I always appreciate the comments that you have. And even if you want to tell me that I'm terrible, you want to post, that's fine. I am terrible, so that's kind of the point here. We're working towards being not quite so terrible. So anyway. Had one here, want to play. I was wondering how you got it. I'm not quite sure what they mean by what I got. I don't remember. It may have been something that I had in another video. Oh, Jade Rabbit. Oh, okay. Maybe it was about the Jade Rabbit. And generally speaking, I don't play with other people because most of the people that want to play with me are on console, and I play Steam almost exclusively. And the experience for the most of the console players who play with me when I'm on Steam is not good. It mixes the lobbies, and you start to get connection issues. You get mobility issues. It just usually doesn't work out well. So I'm not against playing with other people. I generally don't. Then I don't feel like I'm letting anybody down. But for those offering to play, not impossible, but mostly I'm a solo player. Mostly. I do have one person I play with a lot, but he understands what he's getting into when he does it, and he doesn't mind. So, I mean, I guess I would say if anyone wants to play, I'm not against it, but I realize you may not have a good time. I mean, either because of my play or because of the quality of the matchmaking and connections, that result. So, you just don't know. All right, next. Here's one from Talon Rawl. Now, we were once in a clan together. And he offered this. He said, keep it up. Try out Messenger instead of Randy's, or Hung Jury with box breathing if you're dead set on double primary. Use your dodge more, invis more to give first shot advantage. Watched a bit of this and used it very little. Playing your life well, though. Now, I like this because it's very constructive. It's very pointed, and it's something to work on. And I think I've done a lot of things in my life, activities, hobbies, and whatever. And you always have to start with a foundation, and then you build out from that. And you can go a lot of different directions from the foundation, but you have to have a foundation. And he's pointing out the things that I'm doing well, like playing my life. He's pointing out some things I could do better. The double primary thing I know is a weakness. I'm just terrible with shotguns, and I need to bite the bullet and just do it. But he says if I'm locked into that, here are some options. Now, I don't have a great messenger role. I've got one. It's just not a good one. And I think No Time to Explain would be a better option personally. But this guy's a really good player. It doesn't hurt to listen to him. I do have that hung jury though, and that's definitely a possibility. How he did help me is in the build tonight, and I will show you that here in just a little bit. I said hello to him. I will take your advice to heart. I'm thinking of changing up the exotic to leverage the void more. He says, hope you're doing well. I see you're taking to PvP. So nice conversation there. And I could go on. An offer to play trials. I mean, not impossible. It's just that I've played with people before, and I tend to get people upset. So I'm a little shy about that. So that being said, I'm going to put this away for now and show you what I did do. Now, I used the Gyrfalcon, I think it's called the Gyrfalcon Hauberk. I think that's right. Look at this, which is a hunter void exotic chess piece. And the advantage of that is after you come out of invisibility, your first void round creates it's a volatile round. It's the Hauberk. I don't know if this is going to pull up. No, it's not going to pull up. Anyway, the other way I can look at it is no, not there. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I'm talking about, and I'll probably just put it in the description after I get done to this. Anyway, what I want to do, it gives me two good ways to go invisible. I can jump and then use the air movement down to go invisible if I have my smoke. And then I can also, of course, just dodge. And I set my mobility to 100, so I should get the dodge back fairly frequently. And then this Doom of Chelchis is one I rolled. And what's really good about this is the explosive payload. I think I've got Frenzy as well going on here. And this, honestly, it's not a stat monster, but that explosive payload is a big deal because it flinches, and along with the volatile rounds, you know, if I do this right, I can do two or three tap pretty easily. And it's definitely going to make other players disengage, if nothing else, because once you go volatile, you know what you do. You dodge out of that stuff because you know someone could just swap and hand cannon you, and that's that. It's over. So this actually is a very, very solid roll. So the other is, of course, I'm continuing with this submachine gun, the synchronic roulette. I think that's the one I'm doing. Anyway, it's one I've crafted. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to hang with it for now. And let's just roll the gameplay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not. It's the. It's this season's submachine gun. It is crafted. I finally got it leveled up too, so we're ready to go. I'll put in the description what they're called. So we got Midtown. Let's have a little gameplay here.
Control.
Now, Scout's going to be good for Midtown, obviously. And if I play this right, I've got a lot of good angles to do. And yeah. Matchmaking today's not been the best. Earlier in the day, it was, well, frankly, it was downright awful. But it got better. And I had a lot of really close matches tonight. Didn't win a lot. But that's okay. I mean, as long as the matches are fair, I have absolutely no complaint. And if we allow the other team to triple cap us and we lose at the last second, well, we deserve to lose, you know? So there's the invisibility. I'm going to dance around here. By the time I get around here, I should be lined up so that the invisibility comes off and I can pop around. My teammate's already up here. I'm going to, I think, go invisible again. Yep, we got a grenade on it. Now see that guy, that was a 2-tap, but he was already a little weak. Going to get this zone. And see, I've almost got my dodge again already. Now, the one thing about this Doom is it's a 180, and 180s aren't really in a good place right now. And this probably wouldn't be doing very well at all if it wasn't for the fact that it has that explosive payload. And that does change things. They don't contest the heavy.
Look what you have.
And this is a void grenade launcher, so if I can get up here... I planned to go to B, and then I saw some activity right there and changed the angle. And I just wasted that. But I did push him back. Okay. Trying to gather myself. If I was better with shotguns... wrong. Shooting the wrong people. Back up, reset. Nope. Now if he steps out again, he's going to get it. Now he's got a bow. You got to bear that in mind. He was volatile and should never have done that. I've got a problem here because this guy's going to come in. I've turned everybody invisible though. And that should help everyone move. Yeah. I just jumped into a team shot there. But it was kind of a stupid death. And needless. And then jump right into it with the grenade. You know, the mistake I had was going invisible and then going towards somebody who's visible. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I mean, I'm not leveraging the strength. I should have gone around to the left side and worked it that way. But now I decide to play right here because I've got some cover. And I've got a good line on what's going on. We've got a person over here on the left with a bow. I'm going to trust him. Of course, the Titan runs in with knockout. Which that nonsense is going to end pretty soon, isn't it? Because Bungie really went after that and said, we are not going to have that anymore. And that guy just walks right out in the middle of everything like he doesn't have a care in the world. And that just shouldn't be a thing. Okay, I know they're going to go for A. Bow guy hit me. He's got... yeah, the shield there. I can't stop him from taking it, but I can kill him. There are 3 of them there. I'm going to kill that guy, since he's going to run away. Make it easy. My teammates are going to clean up the other people. We're going to slide in here. I knew my teammates were coming in. I didn't have to worry about those guys. Now, right now we're up by basically 20 points, and things are going pretty well. And I walk right into the grenade again. I mean, it was just good timing on his part. And the lead is shrinking. And at some point, we just kind of lose control. I mean, we just got fixated on B and kept staying together on that, which, you know, ultimately, you can't necessarily do. This guy's not going to step out. I know that if I stay here, they're gonna scissor around and get me. There's a grenade again. And he just cleaned us up with... This guy pushed me back. That actually worked all right. Now, they're probably hard lighting in there, I'm guessing. Well, I wanted him to do that. I baited that, actually. So he would expose himself. But it didn't kill him. And we can't keep clustering up like that. We just can't. I mean, we're just asking for a cloud strike or something like that. There's my buddy with a super. And check this out. He just comes right in. I mean, that Titan just comes right into the bubble. And they're able to pull that off with melee. That's wrong. I don't care. That's wrong. That's wrong. That should not be a thing. I should have died there, by the way. Now you see I've got a super on there, and we should be able to take that, and somehow we don't. And somehow we don't. This is when you start getting the feeling that something sketchy is happening, and I see the super, and I'm going to kill him. Well, get a piece of it anyway. I should have been invisible first, and I probably could have peeled the shield off that guy. Then again, if it's that Titan, I don't know that I could have. Now they're coming in. I didn't commit to it because I knew he would lead in with something hard. And if I don't have the numbers there, I'm not going to play with it. Okay, we got the numbers, but they're just kind of waiting for that shoulder charge business. So I'm going to work around to C, I think. I finally think, you know, we're wasting our time with B. And, you know, they've got the lead now, and it's just starting to get away. But I'm finding myself here alone, and then there's the Fist of Havoc, so I know he's coming. I need to watch left there, because if I don't, I'm going to get caught. And I can just about get that angle. And it's another super, and I'm backing off. Now I've got invisibility. This is key. I come out of it, and I've got volatile rounds. Explosive payload. And then this guy's going to get me. It's that Titan again. Alright, clearly we're not going to win, you know, by this point in time, but I'm going to go contest that heavy. If I can get to it, and I can't. Okay, so make him disengaged, break the line of sight, get out of there. They're going to pursue. You just know they're going to. And here he comes. So it gets to the point where, you know, eventually, there he is. That pushed him back a little bit, but now two of them come over. And I'm thinking, okay, this is curtains. And it is. Because literally there are three of them there. Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost. But I held it as long as it could be held. I don't know how that worked. It just did. That's all I know. And I'm thinking, okay, 100% screwed here. And I gave away my position. Not good. I'm still trying to heal. And I dodge out the right way.
The enemy almost won.
Right.
Zone A captured.
And this guy just comes at me.
Only 1 minute left.
He's in a well. But there are 3 of us firing on him.
They have advantage.
That super's going to end that. There's a trip mine over to the left. They're coming for our zone. I can feel it.
You've got 30 seconds.
I'm being a little bit timid here because that crew is playing pretty well together, but we've got a golden gun here. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the opportunity to push up. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but he winds up getting thunder crashed, or at least the guy makes an attempt.
If you fight together.
Avoid getting thunder crashed and get the kill. All right.
Rise from this loss and fight again.
Yeah, that guy was for sure a one-trick pony.
This war is for territory.
I'm going to be so glad when that's nerfed.
Fight another.
I mean, I play Titan and I do that because that's what you have to do, but yeah, it's a little bit of nonsense. Anyway, wound up with 19 defeats and a 2.71. I captured 4 zones and I wasn't anywhere near the top of the board, but you know, the other team, kudos to them. They played as a team. They, of course, now that I see it, they also had a 2-piece on there, and so there was some communication. So good on them. You know, it's the way it goes, and this is a close enough match to be satisfying. So another good day. I felt like that it was some progress. That's not the strongest gun I could have used. It certainly isn't meta. But I did put together a combination that worked, and I took the advice of Talon Roll and did utilize the invisibility a lot more. And so a lot of my hesitancy to engage was based upon me trying to get that advantage before I went in. So if I'm going to leverage that strength, I've got to use it, you know. Also, it's if I was using something like a submachine gun like Shirai's Wrath or something like that, which is void, you know, that's a thought, because then I can get in there and mix it up a bit more with melee and such, and probably do better. It's the thing is with a scout, it's not a close quarters weapon, so I can get them volatile, but I'm not going to be able to compete 1v2, 1v3 very well with that combination. It just isn't. You know, I need something, you know, a lot closer range. So anyway, food for thought. And it may be featured in future play. So with that said, this is a little on the long side, so I'd better end it here. Thank you for watching. This is Iron Bill, and I'm signing out.